biodiversity means the interaction of all living and non-living elements in an ecosystem, all coexisting and interacting with one another.
Biodiversity, to me, as a gardener, as a steward of the Community Arts Center here where I work, is very important. It's the reason I garden, really. I realize that there is a relationship that I have with the existing birds and the insects that also inhabit these gardens that I nurture.
Biodiversity is key to the function of ecosystems because all these living and non-living elements are all creating, producing, and interacting with one another. And whether or not the interactions are direct, they still are important to the flow of the ecosystem.
Well, biodiversity is important for ecosystem health. To have a balance, we need to have a range of pollinators, insects that are all contributing to the health of the systems.
Biodiversity loss is a result of habitat destruction, deforestation, and other related issues like that. It's very serious because it can cause a trophic cascade of issues in the ecosystem. So one species population being affected can affect things such as river flow, greenery, and forest area in the ecosystem, and it affects all parts of the ecosystem.
I think about communities that are out of balance. When there's an overwhelming abundance of one or two species of plants, for example, you have less sources for birds or insects to feed on. You have less health in the overall system.
I guess the way to defend biodiversity is kind of the way that we can protect the environment and deal with a lot of environmental issues that we're facing today, and that would just be rules, regulations, and limits on big corporations and big businesses. And in an individual sense, your money is how you show what you support, so supporting businesses that make an effort and care about the environment. And overall, just focusing on habitat protection, clean water sources, and soil and air quality are important to biodiversity.
We can defend biodiversity by educating the public and talking about these kind of things. Over time, it starts to become mainstream and more integrated in society. So just by having these conversations, by talking about biodiversity and their importance in the food chain, in our interconnectedness to nature, how we think about and how we garden, all of that has, purpose.